Hi, beautiful people. Davorka here, and I have something. I feel it's a little bit tricky to to share with you, but you know what? What the heck? I did so many uncomfortable things for me, but I I'm just going to put this out. So lately, I have been so immersed into researching different channelers. My the first time I heard about the world channeler was 20 some years ago when I heard about Abraham Hicks. And first, it was really difficult for me to grasp the concept of who the heck Abraham is. What is channeling? Like, I don't get it. Like, Abraham is talking through Esther's mouth. Like, it doesn't really make sense. And then when I decided to say to myself, you know what? Who cares? Because I don't care right now who that person is. I'm just going to listen to their message. Maybe the message is good. And the message was like, I'm just hooked to everything they say because I learned so much. I had so many aha moments when listening to them. And through studying them and their messages, I actually learned that they're not the only one. So they're not the only one using Esther for Esther to channel their message. There are many others. Okay. And I was like, okay, so, but I was never given too much attention to that. But lately, a lot of new channelers are popping up on my screen, and I guess that's my attraction right now. So I started researching other people also doing the channelers. And what's really interesting is that in last 10 to 20 years, a lot of new channelers are coming to the surface, much more than before. So that was not even happening before so much. So, and they say, like, actually, whenever you're listening to a person channeling a certain entity, so what is a channeler, right? What is that entity? What does that mean? So basically, person is going into this certain trance state, and then that person is allowing the spirit, the angel, archangel, guides, higher power to talk through them. Okay. And it's really interesting because everybody from, and now I have actually listened to a lot of them and researched a lot of them. um, all of them are saying the same story in different way, but the meaning is the same. The meaning is that we all came here as a soul on this planet Earth for the purpose of expansion, of the expansion of collective mind, right? Of collective soul. So when we die, we go to that unity field. We are all the same, like always. There is this source which we call God or universe. That's where we all came from. The spirits, angels, we are all coming from the same place. And the description of the source of God is endless love, like the love that you cannot even imagine right now. And we, as being in this human body, um, we don't understand quite the extent of the love that is out there. Once we leave our bodies behind and go back to the source, then we are completely immersed into that. But why do souls decide to go to Earth, to this playground? It's because whenever you are in your physical body, when you're going through this earthly life, you are expanding more, you through your feelings, through your thoughts, and with that, when you're going back to the collective is expanding. So everything is for the expansion of source, basically, of all of us. So we are all connected, and everything is energy. Everything is energy, everything is connected. So our society and humanity has been on a certain path so far. So as we as individuals evolve, also humanity is evolving. It's like a different entity, right? So we are evolving personally, but also as collectives. And then as collective are going back to the collective of souls and bringing those expansion to that source. And this is where all that quantum physics and quantum dimensions, everything comes to play. It's a much, much larger topic, and it's really interesting once you are immersed into that, because it feels like puzzles. I mentioned that in one of my previous videos. So everything is connected, guys. Everything in this life is connected. Even the smallest thing that you did that sounds stupid to you or completely unrelated to everybody else, everything is connected. Everything is just perfect the way it is, and everything needs to be the way it needs to be. And it's a little bit difficult to comprehend that if you have a shitty life and you are having certain troubles in your life, or you have been through certain pain points in your life. It's really difficult to understand how can everything be perfect. But that was the when you came to this life, you actually, when they say you decided on the path that you're going to take, it really is like that. You decided, your soul decided the path that you're going to take, but it's not predestined. It's predestined to the point, because you do choose your parents, you do choose where you're going to come, but after that you do have a free will. So you there is, at every point in your life, you have certain amount of options, like actually numerous options, so where you're going to go. So this is where your free will comes to play. You decide which path to go and where you're going next. And it's really interesting because you are changing, and with you're changing, everybody else is changing, the universe is changing. So all of those channelers are basically saying the same thing. It's just like, 10 people going to see the same play, and everybody's going to see it from different perspective, and it's going to talk about the same play, but it's going to give their own twist on it. So it's just the same with these channelers, right? Because every channeler is saying the same thing, but from a little bit different perspective. So I guess I'm not guessing. I know this is great because a lot of us, there are many different people in this world, and not everybody's going to understand one channel, or somebody's going to agree more with somebody else. So this is really good, and it's really interesting because the number of channelers have been really starting to multiply in last 20 years, 20 so years. And they all say it's because the humanity is ready to listen to the story, and it's open to listen to the story. Before, if you say that you're channeling somebody, you would be crucified, like Jesus was. Or how many women were just burned down because they were accused of being witches, right? Because they were different, they were talking something different. So when humanity is not open to understand the lesson, it resists a lot. So many people who have been ahead of their time and understanding this have been in a big trouble and didn't end their life nicely in the past. But things have changed, and everybody's saying that this is the end of the old era. Old era meaning the end of the era where the focus is on power, I would say like that. So now we are on the verge, actually entering this month, we are entering in the new era where the power is going to be part of the past. And humanity is more ready to understand that we are all connected, and we are all together, and we are all one. So that focus is not anymore on getting as much money as we can, and being on top of everybody else. Now the focus is going to be that we have to be of service to everybody else. So if we help other people, if other people are better and have better life, then it's better also for us. So because we are not here disconnected, and we are not here everybody for themselves and disconnected from everybody else, we are all here connected to everybody else. So if one fabric destroys the water supply, that's going to affect everybody. It's not just going to affect, few people around that fabric. So humanity is finally ready for that, and a lot of changes are going to come. They all say that this is a new stage of our development, and just be aware of that. You don't have to worry about it if you are open for positive changes. But yes, a new turbulence and new storms are going to come, as well as new good things. So this is the message from all of them. And as said before, who are they, right? Who are the channelers? And who are the entities that they are channeling? So it depends. Some people are channeling archangels, some people are channeling just angels, and some people are channeling guides, spiritual guides. So it depends. Those are all basically spirits that are among us, and we are not we are not open, we are not on that level that we can see them, because we are here focused on earthly life. So we don't necessarily see that spiritual life. Some people are tuned to that. They can see, like auras and that kind of stuff. Some people can even see spirits, but those are people who have opened that kind of like a third eye, or that way of seeing uh, that world, right? But it's really interesting to see how humanity is not so much against that. It's more open to that. And especially with Hollywood, when I see Mr. Jay Shetty being so popular there, it's like wow. Because he's one of them. He is. I'm not saying that he. I mean, we are all channelers in a way, but in this way, this really, I call it highway of channelers, being so open to allow the entity to go to work through you. There are other people, but Jay Shetty is doing a lot of great stuff. Even Tony Robbins, other people who are just here preaching the story of us being here to help each other and being of service to each other. And it's really interesting that many new Tony Robbinses and many new Jay Shettys and that people like that are coming to the light right now, because we are ready and we need them. And in a way, the world has been dark for so long. We felt so powerless for so long. People were streaming for the power for so long and grabbing the power and hiding the certain knowledge from other people. And now it's finally time for us to step out of that, out of those shoes, and go for the next level. And next level is total acceptance of all of us. And to be honest, I'm excited about that, and I'm really grateful that I live at this point here in this in Mother Earth of this, this transitional ages. So if if this sounds like a big mumbo jumbo, don't worry, it's okay. Just disregard it, whatever I said here. But if you're interested in all of that I'm saying, go and check it out. YouTube is full of people channeling entities, and full of really nice messages. And those messages are not like, oh, okay, go and screw somebody else, or you need to be selfish and you should only think about yourself. No, those messages are all full of love and full of acceptance and full of service towards other people, and also full of love towards ourselves. So there is no bad thing in those messages. So go and check it out. It's something worth seeing, and at least you're going to know, you're going to understand what is happening when the big messes start to happen. Because war with Russia and COVID was just the beginning of turbulences for the big shift changes into new humanity world. So it's just a new thing. But it, every coin has two sides, so not everything is going to be turbulent in a bad way. It can be turbulent in a good way. So for me, I'm optimistic. It just depends where you are and where you stand with your worldview. For me, I always say everything can happen, and I'm not apocalyptical, as a person preaching this, of the world being destroyed and coming to the end. I'm somebody who is always going to say, okay, tomorrow is a new day, and let's see what wonders it brings. So let's see what wonders the next day brings. Okay, guys, check it out. Please do write some comments here. Let me know what you think about this. And if you want me to pass certain just some video links of some channelers, let me know. If not, I'm just not going to bother you with that. And see you in my next video. That's it for me for today. Have a great day, and hit like, subscribe, and share my video with whoever you think is going to be helpful for. And bye bye for now.